Rainalon here. Today is another build showcase and it's Strum Prime. So let's immediately start. Starting with the mods I'm using. I'm using Prime Cleanse Orkin, which is a multiplier damage to a faction. You just swap this against the faction you're fighting and it's very good. Toxin Barrage, Toxin and Stash Chance. Prime Chilling Grasp gives us cold. Toxin and cold gives us viral. I'm also using Scattering Inferno, gives you heat and stash chance. As you can see here we have heat. Galvanized Shavy, stash chance, indirect damage per status on a target. Galvanized Hell, multi-shot, kill stuff, giving me more multi-shot. Critical delay, critical chance, negative fire rate. And Prime Revenge, a lot of critical damage. So yeah, those are the mods I'm using. For the Exilus weapon adapter, I find every single one of them completely useless, and I will not recommend. If you have one and you really like the weapon, I will maybe use Vigilant Supplies. I will highly recommend using this. Or Fatal Acceleration. It makes this Strum Prime has Incarnon form that turns it from pellet system to a projectile system. So you will increase the projectile speed, I think, by 40% or 60%. I can't remember when you max this out. But overall, I just don't find any of the Exilus weapon adapter slots mods useful. But if I were to choose, I would just choose Vigilant Supplies. For the Arcane, I'm using primarily Merciless. You can use Deadhead to do 3 headshots and you get yourself 360% increased damage. Merciless, you kill 12 enemies, you get also 360% increased damage. It's all up to you. Do you want to shoot randomly or do you want to shoot headshots? It's all up to you. I think because of the Incarnon form, you can't really land headshots that often because it's a large projectile that explodes in an AoE. So I find Merciless more appealing than Deadhead, but it's, like I said, it's all up to you. For the stats, let's talk about the stats. So has over 100% critical chance, which is quite nice. Has slightly above average critical multi, which is fine. A horrible stash chance, and also has a pellet system, which in my opinion needs to get reworked. And the pellet system kind of killed every pellet shotgun in the game. For the other stats, as impact, puncher, slash, viral, and heat, which is 5 elements. Plus, so that's 5 times 80. So 5 times 80, that's 400% direct damage per status on a target. Sorry. Is it 500? No, it's 400% direct damage when you proc all 5 elements on the enemy. It has a pretty high base damage. It's a shotgun, of course. So yeah, those are the regular Strum Prime stats. But let's talk about the Incarnon stats. The Incarnon stats are much more ridiculous. It has nearly 200% critical chance. Has a 7 times the crit multi, which is very high, nearly double than base Strums. Has a huge over 100% stash chance, so from a pellet system becomes a projectile for single projectile, which in my opinion is much better. And we lose puncher and slash, but we still keep impact, slash, and viral. And direct damage kinda is low, but the AoE that also can hit the exact same target, it has a 4 times the, sorry, not 4 times the damage, I want to say has 4 meter radius, which is nice. Has puncher, slash, viral, heat, and blast. What's really funny about this, the heat doesn't combine with the blast. It's a separate element, which is, I don't know if this is something they messed up, or they're going to fix, or this is intentional, but I think that's very powerful. So not only are you going to be proccing blast, you're also going to be proccing heat and slash, which are all 3 dot damage types elements, and viral also multiply the damage, and it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of really good. Overall, Incarnate form makes this weapon very good. I'm going to show you pretty soon. Overall, those are the stats, the mods, the arcane. And now for me to show you the evolutions. So the evolutions I'm using of this weapon is the first one, you just turn it from a pellet system to a projectile system. The second evolution, you increase your base damage by 2, which is not that much, but also helps. And on firing, gives you +5 base multi-shot, stacks up 5 times. So this is very, very good. It's pretty fucking good, I will say. It's the best in slot for the second evolution. Third evolution gives you reload speed. This doesn't affect the Incarnon transformation. The Incarnon form at all, because you don't reload. This only affects the regular Strum Prime. And the fourth evolution increases your base critical chance by 12, which is quite noticeable. Uses a massive critical damage increase, and I also find this best in slot. So yeah, those are the evolutions I'm using on this weapon. Time for me to show you in game. So I'm gonna immediately spawn Steel Path, level 195, Orc and Battle Group dudes. I'm gonna shoot them. And as you can see here, regular Incarnon demolishes them really, really fast. Now let me now show you the Incarnon transformation. So from a pellet system becomes a projectile that explodes in radius, and as you can see, it's just devastating. It's really, really good. With a buffer, it's much more powerful. You can use like a Mirage, Siren, Viz, Gaia, Rhino, Octavia, Haro. It's all up to you. It's a really powerful Incarnon form. General weapon. Both the regular weapon and Incarnon transformation are amazing, I will say. They clear content really, really fast. And it's overall a solid weapon now. Strum was always a solid shotgun. It was never a really good or really bad shotgun. The Prime came out and it was like decent, I will say. And then the Incarnon form, and it was like, okay, now it's one of the best shotguns in the game. And yeah, it's really, really good now. So I hope you enjoy the build. Please leave a like, and it will help me out a lot. And see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.